Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Block Me Out by Gracie Abrams. Beautiful little song, relatively easy to play. I'm going to teach you how to play the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell, leave me some comments in the comment section, and if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning and I've got a capo on fret number 5. The chords are a little bit strange sounding. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of guitars mixed together or there's using some slightly altered tuning. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the closest that I can get to it. It sounds like this. So these chords are a bit strange. The first chord there is, I've called it an A-7 add sharp 5. First finger on B1, little finger on D3, and you're going to play from the A string downwards. And you want to hit just kind of like the A and the D string twice, and then accent the third hit, and then just the bass strings, and then accent the fifth hit. So 7 in total. We're going to accent, in other words, play slightly harder and play more the treble strings on the third and the fifth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and on the other ones, kind of only hit the A string or the A and D. So you've got. So that's our A-7 with an added sharp 5. The next chord, we're going to add our third finger onto E3, and that will mute off the A string. So we've still got our first finger on B1, little finger D3, the A string's muted off, and we can play it down. And it's going to hit it 8 times. We're going to accent that first hit because it jumps onto it, and then 2 bass notes, and then again on beat, or the third and the fifth of the bar, we're going to accent those. So that's G7 sus4 chord. Next chord is a C over F. Now for that we're going to take our third finger off of E3 and I'm going to put my thumb over the top and I'm going to play E1. It doesn't matter if you get the A string, then we've got D3, open G, B1 and E. That's C over F sharp. And same rhythm that we did for the G sus4. And then it goes back to that G7 sus4. And then the last hit there, it just jumps back to the first chord that we did. It kind of makes more sense when it's sort of put together. So slowly it should sound like this. Okay, up speed. And then you repeat it around. So let's try it twice through. Here we go. If you're struggling to play those chords, as an alternative, you could play A-7, just play your first finger on B1, second finger D2 for the first chord. The next chord, take your second finger up one string, so onto A2, and third finger on E3. And you can play that chord, that'll be like kind of a G7 with an added fourth. And then the final chord there would be first finger on B1, second finger D2, and put your thumb over the top on E1. Or if you wanted to, you could add your first finger up to E1, second finger on B1, third finger on D2. Then go back to that G sus4. So that would sound like this. So that's a slightly easier way if you prefer to play it, but I think the other way sounds closer to the record. That then takes us to the chorus, which goes like this. So for that we've got a C chord, first finger B1, second finger D2, third finger A3. We've got 4 hits on that. On beat 3, accent it. Then add your little finger to B3, and that becomes C add 9. And we've got 3 hits on that. So far you got. It then goes to D minor. I'm going to probably use my first finger on B1. I'll keep my little finger on B3 and second finger on second finger on G2. And you play 1 hit at the end of the bar in bar 5, and then you've got a whole bar of bar 6, accent in the 3rd, the 5th beat, and then into the next bar you keep that D minor going through until we get to the F chord. First finger bars across E1, B1, second finger on G2, third finger D3, and then you've got 9 hits on that. So slowly it'll go. And up speed. And that repeats round, I think it repeats 4 times, or maybe a few more. It sounds like this. So that keeps repeating around for the chorus. It then goes back to the verse and then chorus. And then there's a bridge part, which sounds like this. So you've got D minor for a bar. I haven't written the rhythm, but it's just 8th notes for it. Then F. Then C. And then a G chord, which is your 3rd finger E3, 2nd finger E3 nearest to your face, 1st finger A2. Put it all together and go like this. And you repeat it. That repeats around 4 times. And then it just jumps back to the chorus till the end of the song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this lesson and found it useful, especially the person who requested it on my live stream yesterday. If you have enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. I've also got a new guitar techniques channel, Andy Hillier 2. Inventive name, I know. So go and check that out and give me a sub on that, would be amazing. Don't forget to give me some likes on the video, some comments on the video, all the usual stuff. And if you want the tabs for this, and loads of other songs, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. Link to that is in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.